Welcome to the VetRise Podcast. I'm your host, Juan Perez. My goal is to make success after service accessible to every veteran in society. I believe in the power of leveraging your service, not as a label that defines you, but as a launching pad for your next chapter. What we have been doing has not been working, and it's on us to start changing the culture. Enjoy the episode, and thank you for your time. Here I am. It's been a wild ride. I want to talk to you guys from the heart today, not just as JP, the veteran coach that you see on socials, but as someone who honestly has been in the same exact spot that a lot of you guys have maybe been in before, right? Maybe there right now. And because today is a milestone day for me, right? Today is a milestone day for me. Why? Because we're finally crushing it on every platform. We're crushing on every platform. And honestly, we have over, I think, 40,000 followers in the last 2 months. And that to me is absolutely amazing. And honestly, it makes me feel so freaking pumped for what's ahead of us. And this isn't just a flex. That's just not a number that I'm tossing around. That is a change that we get to impart on all of you guys. That is a change that we get to actually make happen for all of you guys. And honestly, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Like, if you want more, this is your chance to be able to get more. The Vet Reset. Now, this name came to me when one of my buddies told me that it's not a transition, it's a reset. And that made so much sense to me because I realized that the moment that I started doing these things in my life, everything fell into place where it needed to. Everything. It was not just about, are things going to get better little by little? No, it was because I am doing all of these things intentionally, my life is going to dramatically improve. And it did. And it did because I started doing these things religiously. Now, I need you guys to hear this. This isn't just for people who are looking to start to make a little bit of a change here and there. This isn't for people who want to be coddled and told that it's okay, that you are a victim, that the veteran mindset needs to be appreciated, supported more. No, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I will hold you accountable, not because I think that you can do better, but because I know you can. I know you can. This is for the people who are really finally fed up and who are ready to start to rebuild mentally, physically, emotionally. That's what this is for. I built this because I know what it feels like to be lost after the cameras come off. I know what it feels like to be lost. I know what it feels like. That's no fucking bullshit. You wake up with no structure, no tribe, like you lost all your people, right? And you scroll through your phone, and then you show up here and there, sometimes not, for your goals. You're numbing on the weekends, drinking, smoking, ghosting the life that you said that you wanted to build when you got out. And every single day, you're hoping that something changes. But nothing will change until you make the decision to reset. Hear me. Nothing will change until you make the decision to reset. I want you guys to understand that this vet reset is exactly what you need. It is exactly what you need because the transition doesn't have to take 10 years. The transition can happen in a matter of 1 month if you start doing these things right here, right now. So what are the 5 things that I recommend you guys start doing immediately to make sure that you do not end up in the same place that I did, right? Multiple divorces, drinking every weekend, shit, during the weekdays, overweight, pushing everybody away. I used to take the streets home instead of the highway because I knew that there was 2 McDonald's on the way home and one of them would have the ice cream machine working. It was my life. It was my life. And honestly, like, I'm fucking grateful for who I am because I have me to thank for these changes that I've made, but only because I owned it. So something beautiful that happens when you own all of your mistakes in your life, something beautiful that happens when you own all of the shit that you have put yourself through, is that means that you can thank yourself for all of the things that you were about to go through. When you own all of the shit that you've done, when you own it, and you stop saying that it's because of this person or because of this or because of that or because of this situation, you have full control. That means that whatever happens from here moving forward, it's because of you. And there's something beautiful about that. There's something very beautiful about that. Now, I want to remind you guys, the only way to make change happen is by making a decision. It all comes down to one decision. But I want you guys to understand that the decision has to come from you, not from me. This vet reset is not going to give you the answers and then tomorrow you will magically wake up and know that the world is a better place. It's not. That's not how it works. Number one, you need to rebuild structure and discipline without the military. Structure isn't just about waking up early or making your bed. It is about building your own personal SOP, if you will, your own personal standard, your own personal system. It is a standard operating procedure that you have for your new civilian life. Just like we had in the Marines, in the Army, in the Navy, whatever branch you were in, that battle rhythm, that sense of direction, that you knew where you were going. Because without structure, you wake up reactive. You start checking your phone. First thing, you skip a workout. You let life start slipping you by. But when you build your own standard, when you have a system, when you start to build some structure, you start to create some daily non-negotiables. And that could simply be a 30-minute walk, 15 minutes of reading, journaling, meal prep, hydration, training. The structure is the first thing that you need to actually create a launching pad for yourself. Start waking up at the same time, the same way that you used to in the military. Start making sure that you train 3 to 5 times a week. Start making sure you have a bedtime and a wind-down routine. Start making sure you put everything on your calendar. This is all the things that I talked about inside my coaching program, obviously in more detail. These are the things that work for me, and they will work for you. I promise you. I guarantee you that. Small wins every single day become massive transformations over time. Hear me again. Small wins every single day become massive transformations over time. The way that you do one thing is the way that you do everything. The byproduct of having success in one area of your life is you will have success in every area of your life. I want you guys to truly hear this. You need to build a system for yourself, a structure. Now, what does that mean? It just means having a routine. It means understanding that if you want something to happen, you have to put it on your calendar. It's not going to just happen by chance. You're not going to remember. It needs to be put on your calendar. So start using your calendar the same way that you used to mission plan in the military. Start making sure that everything deserves the attention that it gets. The number one thing that you can do right now, right here, to start getting your life back and make sure that the transition doesn't take you 10 years is start to recreate or create some structure in your life. Have a plan for the weekend when you know what you are going to be eating. Have a plan for the weekdays when you know where you're going to be. Have a plan to make sure you make it to the gym by putting it on your calendar, adding the address on there, setting it to repeat, and making sure that you don't miss. It is a non-negotiable. It is a meeting. The same way that you used to show up to morning PT, you have to show up for yourself. Nobody is forcing you to do this anymore. Have a system in place for what you are going to do with your life. And if you have a job and it's not the job that you want, guess what? That doesn't mean the job that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Start doing something with your life that pushes you out of your comfort zone. The number one thing that you can do is make sure that you start to build some structure in your life. Stop just waking up and wondering how your day's going to turn out. That is no way to live. Doesn't work that way. Number 2, forge connections that actually matter. Let me be real with you. Like, loneliness is killing veterans faster than the war ever did. Yeah. Loneliness is killing veterans faster than the war ever did. When you transition out, you lose that freaking squad. You lose your boys. You lose the platoon. You lose the Firewatch conversations that kept you grounded up at night. And what do you replace it with? Bar buddies? People who don't get it? Other veterans who are so fucking angry at the system that all they do is moan and complain and bitch, and we all know who they are. You need to find a tribe again. You need a circle that challenges you, sharpens you, and it checks you when you're slipping. That's why I created VetRise Academy. Because brotherhood isn't something that we grow out of. We need it. We are not meant to be alone. The lone wolf dies. The lone wolf dies. It is something that we have to rebuild. And I got news for you guys, by the way. You do not have to only find veterans. I love having people in my program that are not veterans. Why? Because that's the point of all of this. The point of all of this is that you do not only need to surround yourself with veterans. You can find people who are going to level you up and find it in different ways. Find it in the union. Yes. Start rolling BJJ. Yes. Yeah, being the lone wolf is dog water. It doesn't work. You are not an island. You have to be willing to put yourself out of your comfort zone by actually doing things and trying things that maybe you haven't done before. Drop the ego. Put yourself in rooms, put yourself in places that challenge you. Be willing to be the new guy. Be willing to ask for help, but you have to find a new tribe. You have to find a new group of people that is willing to challenge you and helps you step out of your comfort zone. I'm going to show you how to connect with the right people. The ones who actually won't let you backslide. The ones who actually care about your evolution. The ones who aren't going to tell you, yeah, let's have another drink. Just to have another drink. Number 3. This is going to be the hard one. This is the one that's going to ruffle your feathers. You have to be willing to drop the ego and embrace growth. You have to be willing to drop the ego and embrace growth. Let me tell you something that nearly cost me everything. I let my ego run the show for me. After the Marines, while I was a cop, after everything fell apart, I still thought I had to carry it all by myself. Like, I turned to ask for help because if I did, I was fucking weak. And I wasn't. It was just the mindset that I had. It was the belief system that I had built based on the culture that I had been raised in. The culture that you are raised in doesn't necessarily mean the culture that you grew up in. The culture that you are raised in is the formative years of your life. Sometimes that's the military. So no one is saying kill the ego completely. I'm telling you to control it. I'm telling you to control it and turn it into confidence. I'll tell you right now, I'm an undeniable motherfucker, and I will get everything done that I need to in my life because I am relentless in my pursuit of success, and my mission is to make success accessible to every veteran after service in society. But the ego doesn't drive me. My confidence does. So maybe the thing we're lacking a little bit is a little bit of confidence. And because I was too proud to ask for help for all those years, I suffered longer than I needed to. I lost years to my own pride. I'm telling you right now, you do not have to do the same. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't have to be this way. You can change your life. You can change the way that you live your life. You can change the way that you truly tell yourself that you want to be in a better place. It doesn't end that way. Trade your ego for progress and build real confidence. To trade the I've got this for I'm ready to learn. To stop pretending that you're fine and actually start healing. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is leadership. But you have to be brave enough to drop that ego first. Turn it into confidence. Number 4, commit to fitness that fuels your life. I want you guys to stop pretending that workouts don't matter. I'm not talking about looking good, shirtless all the time and being on stage. That's a bonus. I'm talking about training in a way that keeps your head clear, your energy up, and your emotions in check. We are training for our life now. We are training because we understand that physical health and mental health are directly tied to each other. We are directly tied to each other. I train and I work out and I do all these things because it helps me keep my energy clear, my emotions in check. I train so I don't drink. I train so I don't go into depression. I train so I don't feel the anxiety. I train because I don't want to spiral. I train because it's my way of taking back control of my life. Fitness isn't optional for me. It's foundational. I do this every morning. I get up and I do my cold ice barrel plunge and I go to the gym before I even hop on any social medias. My phone is on a sleep mode, basically, from do not disturb. From the moment I wake up until the moment that I am done with my workout, back at home in the right mindset to actually deal with everything in my life, to work with my clients, to do the sales calls, to do programming, to do all the things that I have to do. But I train because my mental health is dependent on it. Nobody is forcing you to wake up in the morning and go PT anymore. It doesn't work that way. It's on you now. The responsibility is yours, and it is one that you have to consistently work on and work on and work on. Otherwise, it can become very toxic if you don't identify what is the ego versus confidence. Because I get it. We get out. We experience the honeymoon phase. We want to chill for a little bit. We want to let our beards grow. Nothing wrong with that. But before you know it, you push so far away from the discipline, it's hard to get it back. So let's talk about number 5. Break the destructive cycles and take ownership. You can't build a new future with old habits. You just can't. If you're still numbing out every weekend, if you're still surrounding yourself with people who drain you, if you're still making excuses instead of progress, you're not stuck. You're undisciplined. Because until you take full ownership of your time, of your energy, of your choices, you're going to keep repeating the same story over and over again. The same patterns, different life, but it's the same story. This is about calling your shot and saying out loud, I am done living beneath my potential. The Vet Reset is a spark that can light a fuse for you. It can be the change that you need. It's the beginning of setting a new standard for yourself, a new identity, a new way of living, one built on structure, connection, humility, self-care, and radical ownership. That is the VetRise mentality. That is what we do. That is what we preach. It's the mindset of a veteran who says, I may be out of the service, but I'm still in the fight. It's the identity of someone who leads themselves first, not just hoping that things get better. It is about actually doing something with your life and actually making a change in your life. So here's what I want you to do. If you are tired of watching from the sidelines, if you are done sitting in the pit, waiting for the right time, if you are ready to lead yourself into your next season of life, do not wait for the perfect moment. There isn't one. Take the shot. Show up in the room. We're flipping the switch. We are taking the hill, and we are doing it the VetRise way. So stop wondering when your life is going to get better and make it happen. So I'm going to encourage you that you have to understand what is the thing that is causing you to do the thing that you are doing. Now, why did this work for me? Because I actually started doing something about it. I didn't just let things happen for me. I understood the fact that everything I've done, everything I did was a result of my actions. The job that I had, the marriage that had failed, everything was because of me. No one else was doing this for me. Nobody is doing this for you guys. So if you are tired, if you keep being in this freaking routine of wondering why you're losing weight, gaining weight, Why you try to go to the gym 1 week and then before you know it, it's been a month since you've been. Why you feel so misunderstood by everybody. Why you feel like you don't fit in. I'm going to tell you right now, it is not anyone's responsibility to help you fit in, but you. You are the one that is supposed to acclimate and adjust and eventually not just survive, but thrive in society. You are. And the best part is that it's all inside of you. You have the skills. You have the expertise. The know-how will come with you actually being intentional and trying. Sometimes the why is the one we're missing more than anything else. We know what the what is. We know what it means to go to the gym and work out. We know what it means to eat healthy-ish. It's the what that is easy. Sometimes the how is the hard part. And if we can't figure out the why, the how won't even happen. So figure out your why. And everybody loves throwing this word around. Everybody loves abusing this word. Everyone loves to say discipline. Discipline will get things done. And I don't disagree with that. I love my guy Jocko. I met him last year. He's an awesome dude. But it's not discipline that we're missing. It's another D word. And that D word is devotion. We forgot what it meant to have a mission. We forgot what it meant to have a purpose. We forgot what it meant to wake up in the morning and have something that we were excited to do. And yes, maybe it was platoon PT. Maybe it was going to the range with the boys. But we were excited about it because even if it sucked, at least it were sucky together. Even if it didn't go as planned, at least you knew that you were capable of figuring this out with help of other people. You were part of something. And when we get out, we immediately experience loss. Immediately. We experience loss because we don't understand what it means to be alone in this world. Why? Because we haven't known. We didn't know. It wasn't nobody's fault besides our own. It was ours. And that happens time and time again until you realize that the cycle is not going to stop until you stop it. Until you realize that if you want change to happen, it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with you actually giving a damn about your life. It starts with you understanding that if you become a little bit more intentional, if you start planning out your day-to-day a little bit more, if you start realizing that when you work out, not only does your physical health improve, but your mental health does as well. Like that's where it all starts, with ownership. That's what it always comes down to. And I just want to remind you guys that because at the end of the day, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody. It is up to you. It is up to you 1,000% of the time. It is up to you. And this is the only way that we can make change happen. That's it. There's no other way. So I really hope that you guys are hearing me on this. And I really hope you guys are trying your goddamn best to make a change in your life. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Have the best freaking day of your life. Remember, today is what? Today's the best day ever. And that brings us to the end of another episode of the VetRise podcast. If today's episode inspired you, made you think, or simply gave you hope, I have a small favor to ask. Share it with just one veteran or someone you think could benefit from my message. Your share could light a spark for them. You don't know who you might save. For more insights and to join our mission, follow my socials at JP, the Veteran Coach, and explore how we can rise together. Thank you for joining us, for being part of this journey, and for believing in the power of rising together. Until next time, keep pushing forward, keep rising, and never forget that we are stronger together. My name is Juan Perez, and thank you for your time.